Hey guys, in this video I will show you some simple setups which you can use when you are playing Cypher right here on Breeze, and we will start right here on A side with the tripwires. So first of all, you can place first trip right here at this spot at the top of that brick, as you can see, and you can place it all the way here, and you can do it one on the other side just like this as well, so that where there's only this small gap, and it's quite unlikely that the enemies will miss it, and you should usually get at least one scan on anyone if they push this way. You can place your, for example, cage at this spot, so that way when you see that it is activated, you just pop this off and you can spray anyone through the smoke. Super easy. You can do this on the other side or in the middle right here as well. So for example, you will wanna place one cage here, so that way you can pop out and try to get a kill on anyone here. If you wanna be just placing one tripwire there, you can always be placing one right here, or I would recommend placing one lower at these doors when the round starts, just like this, not like that. And you can also do different tripwires. You can be also placing a cage right here when the round starts, so that way the enemies cannot push in. You can be placing one tripwire all the way here, for example, for any executes there. But have in mind that if the enemies are here, they can see the trip there and destroy it immediately. You can combine these tripwires with cams. There's plenty of cams that you want to use. You can use, for example, this one, which is great and can get early info. You can just simply place it like this. You can see middle as well as to A shop. That's the first one. For the other one, you want to climb on these stairs right here, go to the corner and place it just right here. So that way you want to jump once again. As you can see, you can be watching all the way here. This doesn't give you that early info, but this cam will stay up for a very long time, so that way you can get a lot of info, or you can tag a few times, I would say even. And lastly, you can place your cam even right this, so that way it is above this, and once again it's behind the enemies, but you can only place it when the round starts. You can place it even on the further to the right, so that way you can see a little deeper. However, the enemies can see it once again as well. You can be also placing your cam, for example, like this. This one is gonna be behind these flowers, so that way it would be difficult to spot. Once again, you can see all the way to mid, as well into the A shop a little bit. Most importantly, you will see the enemies coming out. Now let's move on to B. Let's start with this simple one-way cage from this spot. You just want to go here, aim at this spot on this tile, as you can see, and throw there your cage. It's gonna get stuck on this pipe, and if you know that there's someone coming through that, you can be, for example, standing here. You can get a free kill on anyone who would be there, since it would be impossible for them to see you, since they are in the cage or even behind it. For the trips here, there's plenty of ways, but I would say this one is probably one of the best trips that you can use. It is pretty much impossible to break, since enemies who would try to go in, it would always catch them before they are able to break it on either side. So that's a big plus for this one. It is very difficult to spot and break. You can always use these stairs to work with, as you can see, so that way either if the enemies are coming in or trying to go into the back right here, you can do them on any spot, like as you can see, since these tripwires reach really far away, and this will work even on the other side. So definitely have that in mind. Usually doing them like this can work. If you have, they will Viper wall you here, doing one of them like this and playing close to the Viper wall, so that way you can spray the enemies through it, would be a good idea. And also you can be playing here in the backside, so that way you have, for example, one cage ready, so that way when they are pushing, you can get close. And once these tripwires go off, you just can simply sprint through them, and you can get some kill and hold that B side. For camps, I would recommend either one of these three. First one would be right here, so that way you can see metal a little bit, and most importantly, do B main. If you want to be watching the map a bit better, you can do the cam right here on this corner, but you lose the option of seeing them right here. But if you are using this cam, I would recommend to play close like this, so that way you can have your cage right here at the corner, and when they come in, you can tag and just spam. So that would be super easy to do. And the last one would be this one on this corner, which would be very difficult to spot. You wanna do it right here, just like that, since it's gonna be in the vines and it's in the corner where enemies would never really look up, since you are only clearing this and not going all the way there. So once again, you can see, but this doesn't give you the option to watch middle. You are only just watching this. And once again, if you are doing this cam, combine it with this cage, is gonna work the best. If you are attacking, so you're gonna be placing one of your tripwires always at this spot, since this gives you the option that the enemies have to break the trip. Once again, you wanna do it as close to the corner, just like that, so they have to break it or just run through it, and it would be difficult to break, so they can waste a little bit of time on that as well. And they have to break it always, and when you are going on B, it gets quite trickier. However, I would, for example, do tripwire maybe like this one, but lower, of course, just like that, so that the way enemies, if you are on B, they cannot go through it and they cannot push it. But have in mind, if you are going B, it is quite tricky, since they can still go window and try to flank you from there, so there's not really any good tripwire that would help you with that. So definitely have that in mind when you are gonna be doing this. Also, on attack, don't be afraid to use your cam to gain info, for example like this, so that way it's gonna work like a SOA dart, but you just simply go into it and try to quickly get the info where the enemies are playing. You can do it from pretty much anywhere here on the map, and definitely this is just much better than not using your cam at all. You can do it here, even check top mat, for example, and the doors, and on the B it works the same way. You can do it either from the window, or if you get closer, for example like this, just simply check a lot of spots with a very simple util that you will get eventually back when they break the cam. If they don't, it's much better for you, since you know that no one is watching that spot and you are good to go and push it. And lastly, let me show you one more cam that can be useful to do at the beginning of the round. You just want to run out and you want to place the cam. You just want to be quiet. You are quite exposing yourself, but you are good on time there, since enemies can get on time at that spot. And you just want to place the cam there and go back. And now all you can do is just watch all the way here at the middle. You can watch all the way here at spawn, and you can see this mid top as well. And once again, if the enemies would be coming out of here, they cannot see the cam from here, and they would never expect it. So have that in mind. If you want to try to use this, you can gain a lot of info and quite a bit of control on mid as well. So yeah, that's gonna be for this video, guys. I hope that these Cypher trips are gonna be helpful for you. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and see you guys soon. Bye.